Jaya Kagda, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government City College, Nayapur. Today my topic is Introduction to Banking. Basic definition is a system of trading money which provides a safe place to save our cash, known as deposits, supplies the liquidity to the economy by loaning this money out to help business grow and allow consumer to purchase consumer products known as homes, cars, etc. According to Section 5B of Banking Regulation Act 1949 define banking. Banking as accepting for the purpose of lending and investment, deposit of money from the purpose of lending and investment, deposit of money from public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdraw able by check, draft, order or otherwise. No definition of banking can be comprehensive enough in the present context. What do you mean by banks? That is nothing but institutions which deals in money and credit. An intermediary which handles other people's money both for their advantages and to its own profit. A financial institution that links the flow of funds from saver to the user, plays an important role in the economy of any country as they hold the savings of the public. Main objectives of the banking is to make an account of evolution of the present day banking in India, to evaluate the intervention of state in banking sector over year, to appraise the entry of foreign banks. What do you mean by public sector banks? Public sector banks are those banks which are Government of India holds a majority stakes. It is as good as government is running those banks. Since the public decided on who runs the government, these banks that are fully partially owned by the government are called public sector banks. Public sector commercial banking started with setting up State Bank of India in 1955, public sector banks, nationalized bank, State Bank of India, Canara Banks, Indian Overseas Bank, Dena Bank, Oriental Bank of Commerce. Next thing is, what do you mean by private banks? Private banks are those banks which are owned by individual corporations, not by the government. These are owned or handled, or I can say deal by cooperative societies. Fall into the categories like private banks. These banks are limited after their names. Private banks are HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Federal Bank, Vyas Bank, Axis Bank, formerly UTI banks. Regional rural banks. Regional rural banks are the banks which are governed by Government of India. Set up in the year 1975 on 2nd October, which were sponsored by Syndicate Bank, State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, United Commercial Bank, United Bank of India. Capital share being 50% by central government, 15% by state government, and 35% by scheduled bank. The objective was to provide credit and other facility to small and marginal farmers and agricultural laborers. These are regional rural banks which are helping the small scale industries, or I can say the farmer, the agricultural and the laborers. Cooperative banks. Cooperative bank is a financial entity which belongs to its member. These are the members which are deal by the cooperative society, who are the same time the owner and the customers of their banks. Cooperative banks are often created by persons belonging to the same local or the professional community or sharing a common interest. Cooperative banks are playing an important role in small towns and villages. These banks are Ahmedabad Mercantile Cooperative Bank, Commercial Cooperative Bank, Mercantile Cooperative Bank, or Cooperative Bank of Newton Nagrik Sarkari Bank Limited. So these are the bank which are deal by the cooperative society, or we can say this is the combinations of the members, those who start these types of banking facility. NABARD. NABARD is nothing but the National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. That is full form of NABARD. It was set up in the Indian Parliament on July 12, 1982. This is a developed bank for agricultural and rural development. This bank provides a credit facility for the promotion of agriculture, small scale industry, cottage and village industry, handicraft and other rural crafts. Next thing is foreign banks. What do you mean by the foreign bank? The bank which are globalized, or we can say the banks which are dealing globally. Foreign banks are those banks which are registered or incorporated outside India. They have their office or branch in India. The globalization of Indian economy will encourage the presence of more foreign banks. Some of these foreign banks have successfully introduced latest technologies in the banking practice in India. This has made the banking business in the country more smooth and interesting for the customer. List of the foreign banks in India are Citibank India, HSBC Bank, or Standard Chartered Bank. These are the best examples of foreign banks in India. Commercial banking. Commercial banking is nothing but a banking which is deal in India. This banking have the two main functions, that is primary function and secondary function. Primary function is nothing but accepting deposit and granting loans and advances. These are the primary function which is deal by any bank. The secondary functions are those functions which are, first thing is issuing letter of credit, traveler's check, undertaking safe custody of valuables, important document and securities by providing safe deposit and locker facility to their customer, providing customer with the facility of foreign exchange, transferring money from one place to another, from one branch to another branch of the bank, collecting and supplying business information, issuing demand draft and pay orders, providing reports on the credit worthiness of the customer. So all these are the secondary functions which are dealt by the commercial banking. Commercial banking best example is the State Bank of India. State Bank of India is also a commercial banking which is followed in our banking system. Role of commercial banks. Providing documentary and standby letter credit, trade finance, guarantee performance bond, securities, underwriting commitments, and other form of off-balance sheet exposure, safekeeping of document and other item in safe deposit box. Currency exchange, issue of bank notes like promissory notes issued by banker and payable to the bearer on demand, processing of payment by way of telegraphic transfers, internet banking, and other means of issuing bank drafts and bank checks, of overdraft, installment, loans, or otherwise, credit intermediation, or credit quality improvement. So this is the role of commercial bank, where all these facilities are provided to their customer on day-to-day basis. Services rendered by banks. Services rendered by bank. The bank offer the following services to their account holder. Account holder, it's nothing but their customer at their specified branches. The multi-city of the payable, check facility, anywhere banking facility, trade services, phone banking facility, internet banking facility, credit card, debit card, ATM card, mobile banking, real-time gross settlement, locker facility. All these facilities are provided by banker to their customer. So nowadays the bank has reached the place where all the facilities are given to their customer on day-to-day basis, and the internet banking facility is given 24 into 7 with the help of internet connection. So 24 hours, the banking facilities are available to their customer. Thank you so much.